Okay, here we go again. The book of Proverbs in 31 days, 31 chapters, 31 days. I'm going to change things up a bit. I'm not going to say the verses as we go because if you're reading along, you can see those numbers come up. And if you want to do a study, you can use those as markers. The scriptures were never written with numbers in them like that, but that's the way the scholars organize the Bible. But I'm going to continue reading through Proverbs, but no verse names as we go through. So here we go, Proverbs 5 on this fifth day of the book of Proverbs. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen carefully to my wise counsel. Then you will show discernment, and your lips will express what you've learned. For the lips of an immoral woman are as sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is as bitter as poison, as dangerous as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave, for she cares nothing about the path to life. She staggers down a crooked trail and doesn't realize it. So now, my sons, listen to me. Never stray from what I am about to say. Stay away from her. Don't go near the door of her house. If you do, you will lose your honor and will lose to merciless people all you have achieved. Strangers will consume your wealth, and someone else will enjoy the fruit of your labor. In the end, you will groan in anguish when disease consumes your body. You will say, "How I hated discipline. If only I had not ignored all the warnings. Oh, why didn't I listen to my teachers? Why didn't I pay attention to my instructors? I have come to the brink of utter ruin, and now I must face public disgrace." I'm going to insert here as a teacher. I was going to read through Proverbs, and if you know Carl, I have to do commentary sometimes. This is for anything that leads us astray. Sure, Solomon's writing to his sons, but you have to see the bigger picture of what God, in the spirit of wisdom, is speaking to people, men and women alike, to not be pulled away by things that seduce us, either in the natural, like physical stuff that happens to all kinds of people, but even in worldly things. And that's what the book of Proverbs is trying to teach. So don't get stuck on the metaphors of it being male or female. This applies to all of us. Okay, moving on. Verse 15. Drink water from your own well. Share your love only with your wife, your loved one. Why spill the water of your springs in the streets, having sex with just anyone? You should reserve it for yourselves. Never share it with strangers. Wow, thanks, Lord. Tell your people. Yeah, stay pure in that. Let your wife, your spouse, be a fountain of blessing for you. Rejoice in the wife of your youth. She is a loving deer, a graceful doe. Let her breast satisfy you always. May you always be captivated by her love. Why be captivated, my son, by an immoral woman, or fondle the breast of a promiscuous woman? Yeah, Solomon's being very graphic here, right? And he's being clear with his sons at this point, but it's a warning from the Lord, like physical things can easily distract us, draw us astray. Men and women alike, don't let it happen. For the Lord sees clearly what a person does, what a man does, examining every path he takes. An evil man is held captive by his own sins. In other words, it's nobody's fault but your own. There you go. Be responsible. An evil man is captivated by your own sin. They are the ropes that catch and hold you. They catch him. He will die for lack of self-control. He will be lost because of his great foolishness. Proverbs chapter 5.